heavy, basically. That's why you're sedated.
Sedate, yeah.
Hello! This is Zia and this is
Kimana.
and welcome to
Holistic Nomads TV,
where ancient wisdom and modern science help you to have more clarity and energy in your life.
Life.
I like life.
Yeah. We
Okay,
like life.
we like life. Okay, so if you're new to this series, go check out the previous 4 videos because the topic for today and the topic for the previous video is the 5 best healing herbs for everyday use. On the first video especially, we also talk about why we choose these 5 herbs. There's 3 reasons. And then we already talked Triphala, and then Guduchi, and then ginger, and then fennel seed. And this week is the last one, finally.
And this one is licorice.
Licorice.
Yeah.
Surprise!
Yeah. Licorice is a wonderful herb. There's a Chinese version and there's a European version. And the version used in India is the same one as the version used in Europe, or very similar. It has the Latin name to it. And it's a wonderful herb, partly because it tastes great, or I really like the taste of it at least. Some people don't like the taste of it. Yet its dominant taste is sweet. So
Maybe different kind of sweet to sugar. That's why
it's definitely different to sugar. That's for sure. So we're first going to talk about its rasa.
Rasa.
Its taste. So its taste is predominantly sweet. It means it harmonizes the mind. It calms the nervous system, and it's good for the foundation of the body. In fact, in the Charak Samhita, it's one of the oldest texts on medicine that we know of today. It's pretty much viewed as like the Bible of Ayurveda, more than 2,000 years old. And it is one of the top 5 mind herbs that's used in the Charak Samhita is licorice. An amazing herb for the mind and calming the mind.
Yeah.
Its next dominant taste is bitter. So
interesting, sweet and
bitter. Yep. So bitter tends to nourish liver function and detoxify and pull things out through the liver. It's only a mild bitter that's there. It's not so dominant. Sweet is definitely its dominant taste.
Yeah. Is that only 2 tastes?
Only 2
sweet
tastes.
And bitter.
Sweet and bitter.
That's so interesting. Is that why it's tridoshic then? Because of the taste? Not really, because it's balancing each other?
Partly sweet and bitter. That might be part of why it's tridoshic. Yet, because there's only 2 tastes, and it is a bit more extreme sweet, it's not so tridoshic compared to the rest of the herbs that are there. It is tridoshic, but it still can aggravate kapha in excess.
If you're new to the concept of the 6 medicinal tastes of Ayurveda, you can go check our website, balancelife.id. There's a long, full article about the difference of the 6 medicinal tastes. There's also an A4 chart that Kimana made where you can print it and it explains more about the 6 medicinal tastes. Next, after Rasa, we have...
is the Virya, is the potency of it. It's either heating or cooling. For licorice, it's cooling in its Virya. It tends to slow down the metabolism of the body, which is a good thing sometimes. People like me, my metabolism runs far too quickly. So it slows down the metabolism and it tends to descend and sink within the system. So it tends to descend, sink and ground the energy inside the body. And the next one is its Vipak, means its post-digestive taste is sweet, which means it tends to build the tissues. It gives nutrition that will build up the tissues of the body. 7 tissues in Ayurveda, and licorice will help to build some of those tissues.
Cool.
Yeah. Its fourth one is its Guna, its specific quality. Its specific quality is heavy, means that it's slow to digest. It's a wood. If you eat a lot of this, it's a heavy type thing inside the body, and it takes a longer time to digest. It also has some oils inside it too, and those oils are heavier and slow to digest, and that's a grounding property. And it's moistening. It tends to lubricate the body, especially it brings lubrication into the joints and the nervous system. The nervous system hates to be dry, so this is a great herb for the nervous system that lubricates the nervous system.
Talking about wood, because sometimes we have the licorice that is still wood, and there's already powder. Will there be any difference on the usage, on the benefits?
It'll be fine. You can use the sticks, you can use the powder. The only thing is that when it's the powder, there's more surface area, so it may go off quicker, it may oxidize quicker, yet at the same time, because it's the powder, it'll be quicker to boil and easier to use as well, so either is fine.
Cool. And is it something that ideally always needs to be eaten organic or not?
Licorice is a wood that's unlikely to use pesticides on it. Ideally, everything should be eaten organic, yet it's a herb where you're not likely to get pesticides. There could be other chemical fertilizers that are used to grow it as well, though, so ideal everything's organic.
Cool. Next one is the dosha.
Next one is the dosha. It's tridoshic, meaning it can be used by all three doshas, yet it can aggravate kapha in excess. So
They already have too much sweetness in their life.
That's right. If there's too much kapha in the body, then it's not going to be your ideal herb of choice, licorice. Yet small amounts of it should still be suitable.
Yeah, question. I remember you often recommend people who have, was it you? Like mucus, which is kapha imbalance.
Yeah.
But actually licorice can help to...
That's right. So this is the Prabhav of licorice. Special and unique action that's outside of the system. Now, even though licorice is sweet, generally forming mucus, even though licorice is cooling, generally slowing down function and holding things inside the body, even though it's post-digestive sweet, building tissues up, even though its quality is heavy and nourishing to the system, it still opens up the lungs and is an expectorant for the lungs. So this is called a Prabhav in Ayurveda, special and unique action that's opposing to what you would normally think. So it is amazing for the lungs and the respiratory system. It is its most specific use is the lungs and the respiratory system. It will help to dissolve mucus and pull it up and out of the system. And many people will notice this just after drinking a little bit of licorice, that it'll start to pull things up and out of the respiratory system. It's a great tonic for the lungs, especially for coughs. A dry cough, it will lubricate and nourish the lungs. A moist and damp cough, it will expectorate and move things out. Now, saying that, if I really wanted to expectorate a moist and damp condition in the lungs, I'd probably mix licorice with something else that was a bit more warming and a bit more up and clearing, like ginger. Ginger and licorice can go great together for the lungs.
Yeah, that's why Kimana really like this. When we went to Italy, they have this licorice candy, which is basically licorice, and then they mix it with mint. I think one of the
It's
things.
just licorice. There's no sugar in there. There's nothing. It's
Not
just
tasty,
an
actually.
extract of licorice. It's just pure crystallized licorice. It's amazing.
Yeah, Kimana loves it. Anyway.
It's a wonderful Italian company. I think it was originally a family company, Amarelli.
Yeah.
And they
Kimana
make
even
great...
thinking, oh, can we become their importer? It's so good.
Oh, it's amazing stuff. I love it. No, you look for the pure licorice with the mint essential oil inside it. That's my favourite one.
Yeah. Cool.
If you're in Europe, that would be easy. Then it works with the digestive system, particularly for ulcers and constipation. So ulcers, its lubricating quality will help coat the digestive system, and its moistening quality helps constipation, especially if there's a dry type constipation. It will help move that through the body. It's also a specific rasayana for Vata. So out of all of the doshas, it's Vata and the nervous system that it works amazingly with as well. Its moist, sweet and heavy properties really help to balance Vata. Now, this is the one herb out of the 5 that has more contraindications. So we do need to be aware of a few specific things, and if you are taking it long term, then it's best to do that in relation with an Ayurvedic doctor or someone, and be really vigilant, be really aware of if there's certain changes that are happening in the body. It's not necessarily the 9-month-long, year-long herb use. It can interact with many different pharmaceutical medicines as well. It's contraindicated for high kapha, very thick conditions in the blood, like high cholesterol, thickened, stagnating blood, circulation not working so well, like edema, fluid retention, and again, lots of drug interaction. So if you're taking pharmaceutical medication, then licorice is not going to be your one unless it's prescribed to you by someone that really knows what they're doing.
Cool. Talking about licorice, good for Vata. Would that also one of the kind of tea, a drink that you would recommend before sleep? Like to, calm down?
Generally, in the tradition,
Yeah.
it's seen that it calms the nervous system and it's great before sleep. Yet, I have had experience with a few people where it has not been that way and
Okay.
it's been slightly stimulating to them. It has an amazing effect on the adrenal glands where it helps to nourish adrenal function and that the body won't need to use as much adrenaline over the day. Yet, my experience has been that there is a few people where it is slightly stimulating to their nervous system. Definitely not for me. It's calming and nourishing, and definitely not as the generalization for the masses. Quite nice before bed. Another contraindication in mine was high blood pressure. Now, for it to be contraindicated in high blood pressure, you probably need to take a lot. We're not talking about one drink of a tea or something. We're talking about real medicinal use regularly. A small amount would be fine. At the same time, if you do have high blood pressure, with everything that you take, just monitor your blood pressure and see, is it starting to change? Don't take something without tuning into the body's messages.
Cool. Just in general, if you have a condition, specific condition, always consult with your practitioner, with your doctor,
Yep.
to individualize it for you.
Yeah.
Good. That's everything. We're done. Everything's done. All the
That's
5 herbs.
The 5 herbs completed.
If you'd like to learn more about the herbal medicines, Kimana has an article, a review of his favorite herbal books from Sebastian Paul.
Yeah, it's written as the best herbal medicine book ever. Lots of great information on herbs and gives you a really good introduction to the Ayurvedic system and how to use it for assessing substances as well.
Cool. And if you'd like to learn more from us, go to our website balancelife.id. That is a full page of schedule of our upcoming courses and events. And we're also going to make online courses next year, so we will also update our future online course there. And of course, if you like our video, this one and the previous one, don't forget to subscribe so you will be the first person to get notification of our videos. Thank you so much for watching. We will come back next week. Maybe we're gonna do live as always or not, but if you tune into our Instagram with the account at Holistic Nomads, we will give you updates of our future live sessions, so you can ask live in regards to that week's topic. Cool.
Great to share with you all.
Bye.
Until next time.